हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस वीडियो में हम करंट एक्सप्रेशन IT फाइंड आउट करेंगे फॉर दिस गिवन RL सीरीज सर्किट वेयर इनपुट सिग्नल इज अ साइनोसॉइडल सिग्नल एंड at time t is equals to 0 this switch is closed, so current IT is flowing at that time and this is resistance and inductance that are component of the circuit. Now at t less than 0, when this switch is opened, we will find the initial condition of the circuit. Here one of the initial condition is present, that is current through inductor, and which is equals to 0, because at t is equals to 0 this switch is open, so it is getting, this inductor is getting no energy from this source. So we got the initial condition here, which is 0. Now at t is equals to 0, we draw the transform circuit of this given circuit. So at t is equals to 0, this will be closed. At t is equals to 0, and transform of this is Vs, transform of this current is Is, and transform of this inductance is Ls. R will remain as it is. Now write the KVL in this for this loop to find the value of Is. So apply KVL in the loop. So here Vs is equals to voltage drop across resistance and inductance, and that is equals to Is multiplied by R plus Is multiplied by this transformed reactance, that is Ls. Okay, so here we can write Is as Vs divided by R plus Ls. Okay, this Vs is nothing but Laplace transform of this input signal. So find the Laplace transform of this input signal, which is equals to Vm divided by Laplace of this sine square is sine square omega t is s square omega square multiplied by this omega. So we can replace this Vs by Vm into omega divided by s square plus omega square. We can write this term as a L s plus R by L. Okay, now factorize these two terms, that is A divided by s plus R by L, this is first factor, plus Bs plus C divided by s square plus omega square. Okay, we are applying here partial fraction method, okay, to factorize these two terms which are in S, linear equation in S and quadratic equation in S. So Is is nothing but Vm into omega divided by L, s plus R by L, s square plus omega square. Okay, so to find the value of A, for A put s is equals to minus R by L from here on the left hand side, leaving this term. Okay, so we will get the value of A, that is equals to omega L in Vm omega L divided by R square plus omega L whole square. This is our A. Okay, now to find the values of this B and C, cross multiply these two terms and compare the coefficients of s square and s on both sides. So here first term will be A, s square plus omega square, and second term is bs plus c multiplied by s plus r by l. Okay, and here on the left hand side Vm omega by L is there, and these denominator terms will be cancelled by each other. So here coefficient of s square is, or we can write it as a plus b s square. Okay, there are two terms of s square and terms that is of b r by L, and another term is c, that is coefficient of s, and third term is constant a omega square and c r by L. Okay, this is constant term. On the left hand side only one term is there, that is Vm omega by L. Okay, so coefficient of s square is 0 on the left hand side. Coefficient of s on left hand side is again 0. So here while we compare the coefficients of s square and s, we get the equation a plus b is equals to 0 and b r by L plus c also equal to 0. By these two equations we can get the value of b and c constants. We already got the value of a, so b is equals to nothing but minus a, that is minus omega L divided by r square plus omega L whole square. To find the value of this c is nothing but minus br by L. Okay, and our b is minus r by L, b is minus omega L divided by r square plus omega L whole square. Here we will get omega r divided by r square plus omega L whole square. This is c. Okay, we got the three constants, a, b and c. Okay, now substitute these constants here. Okay. So after getting all the constants a, b and c for the equation, we can write them. Is is a divided by s plus r by L plus bs plus c divided by s square plus omega square. We can separate this into two terms, c divided by s square plus omega square. Now substitute the values of a, b and c in the equation. So here is a is Vm omega L divided by r square plus omega L square, and second factor in the denominator is s plus r by L. B is minus Vm omega L multiplied by s square plus r square plus omega L square, and another factor s square plus omega square. Now the third term is for c, that is Vm omega r divided by r square plus omega L square multiplied by s square plus omega square. Okay, now we can take this Vm r square by omega Vm divided by this r square plus omega L square as common. to simplify the equation. So Vm r square plus omega L square, take this as common from every term. So first term is omega L divided by S plus R by L. Second term is omega L into S divided by S square plus omega square, and third term is omega R divided by S square plus omega square. At this step, we will take the inverse Laplace transform of this equation. So, taking inverse Laplace transform to get the value of it. So, is will be changed into it after inverse Laplace transform. This is constant Vm divided by r square plus omega L square. So, take it as it is. This will be changed into omega L e to the power minus RT by L. So, this is our first term. Now, this is common to every term. So, write down it here, plus Vm divided by r square plus omega L whole square. Write down this term first. So, the Laplace of this omega divided by this is cosine. Okay, cosine omega t, and at the beginning we can see that there was a phase shift of theta. So write it as it is, omega t plus theta, and r will come here. In the last term, that is minus omega L, and inverse Laplace of this is nothing but, yes, the inverse Laplace of this omega divided by s square plus omega square is sine, and inverse Laplace of this is cosine omega t plus theta. Okay, so after substituting these values, we got the equation in this form. So here in this term, there we will do some adjustment. Divide every term with under root r square plus omega L whole square, r square plus omega L whole square, and root of that. Okay, so by dividing this and multiplying this term in the numerator also, omega L whole square root, okay, this will be cancelled, and here we will get this. Okay, by dividing and multiplying with r square plus omega L whole square root, we will get an angle of sine and cosine here. So this is the way to convert them into angle. So suppose this is r divided by r square plus omega square is cosine phi, and this is will become our sine phi. Now replace them with sine phi and cosine phi. Cos phi, and this is sine phi. So what is our sine phi? Sine phi is equals to omega L divided by r square plus omega L whole square, and here cosine phi is r divided by r square plus omega L whole square, or you can say here phi is tan inverse omega L by r. Okay, so this is the angle that we got here by adjustment. So here sin A cos B minus cos A sin B formula exists. So here the value is sin A is this omega t plus theta minus phi. Okay. Into Vm divided by under root r square plus omega L whole square. So this term will change into this simplified term with angle phi, where phi is tan inverse omega L by r, and the first term is Vm divided by r square plus omega L square into omega L e to the power minus r by L into t plus this. So this is the equation of or expression IT for the RL series circuit, which is excited by a sinusoidal input signal